welcome back to the channel. So, today is rest day. I'm feeling pretty excited about that. A little beat down. It's super windy outside and a little bit rainy and whatnot, so we're not going to record on our cardio walk here. And I'm probably just going to go do it on the treadmill because it's not fun walking in the cold, windy rain. But, other than that, so let's review this past week. We've increased our flat bench. We went up 5 pounds there. That felt super good. We were able to move up on our squats 5 pounds. So that also super good. Our back day, everything feels pretty good there. I do want to add in, I'm thinking one more, either a lat movement or a shrug movement. I think I might add in dumbbell shrugs, get a little more traps going. I do need to work on them a little more. I don't think them just being on the lagging body part day is enough volume for them. So I'm thinking dumbbell shrugs will be an addition for that. Since I'm already doing barbell shrugs, there's not really many variations of a shrug you can do. So we'll go ahead and we'll move to dumbbell shrugs on that. On our back day, I think it'll be super good. Then our glute and hamstring day yesterday, also a very good day. We changed from 3x8 to 5x5, so instead of 24 total reps, it's 25 total reps. So we went up a rep, but there's 2 more rest periods in there. Being in the deficit right now, the energy stores in the muscle, to break it down easily, is not enough to get through 8 solid reps without just kind of forcing them out and letting the form kind of fall apart, which on a deadlift you don't want to allow to happen. So in the name of good form and better technique, I'm just going to 5x5s. So volume itself is the same for total reps. But we made a weight increase there. We went to a 295 for 5x5, which man, oh man, that was brutal. Or 290, it was 290. This coming week will be 295. But very brutal. Glutes and hamstrings were super sore, as well as on our hip thrusters. We moved up 20 pounds there from 205 to 225. And my freaking butt cheeks are so freaking sore. But all in the name of the booty gains. So we're making overall awesome progress, I think, in our strength levels, even while being in a deficit. So the training program is definitely effective with the amount of protein we're consuming. And I'm eating, so even though I'm in a caloric deficit, I'm not so lean yet, into which the deficit seems to be affecting strength, because I'm still, fucking in the upper teens, body fat percentage wise. So I have that room there still into which my food consumption is enough to still fuel the muscle without losing strength. So we are in a sweet point as for that. So we're getting to put on a little strength while getting a little leaner still. Eventually, once you're so lean and you're dieting down, your strength's going to plummet with it, because mass moves mass, and you're also going to begin losing muscle tissue as you're dieting down, which is just natural. It is what it is. Once you're at a certain body fat percentage, there's no avoiding it. It's just trying to maintain as much muscle as possible and maintain as much strength as possible while dieting down. And then when you go back into your bulk, it all rebounds right back. So as for that part, there's no big deal. So this morning I woke up at 195 even. So down another quarter pound. Tomorrow I will wake up in the 194s somewhere. That would be super freaking cool. But we'll see, because today is just a rest day and all it is cardio. There's no lifting or anything. So we'll see what happens there. Now, as for diet, we've been really strict with it, really on point with it. So we've stayed the goal is 1,745 calories a day, with us hitting 180 grams of protein. I've been able to get pretty close to that. I stay between like 160 to 180 grams of protein. And my calories have stayed between 1,750 and like 1,800. So I'm right there. I'm close enough to where I'm making the progress I want at the deficit I want to be in, and I'm not dealing with super severe like hunger cravings and sugar cravings and everything else. So basically, right now the diet is I wake up in the morning time. I ordered this like Chike coffee. It's a protein coffee. I ordered their natural version of it for their vanilla latte. So it's 120 calories, 20 grams of protein, but it has 2 shots of espresso in it. So it's 170 milligrams of caffeine. So I use that to replace the Red Bull I was drinking, which was 270 calories because it was a 20 ouncer. So that's saving me 150 calories, all in sugar. And I'm replacing the calories I am consuming with protein instead of sugar. So big change there, with still getting that energy bump that I kind of need in the morning time. And then basically my first 2 meals will be like chicken and rice, like 8 ounces of chicken, 2 tablespoons of a barbecue sauce, like a low calorie natural barbecue sauce. I use Junmoo, it's super delicious. And then a half cup cooked or quarter cup raw of just minute rice. And that's 2 of my meals in the day. And then that third meal will either be, I'll do homemade chicken nuggets and french fries, so half a pound of chicken, 2 tablespoons or 3 tablespoons of Louisiana fried chicken mix, which ends up being 105 calories for the breading. And then those just go in the air fryer, fry up super awesome. And then it's 12 ounces of russet potatoes that I chop up and fry in peanut oil. And then after that, I still end up with 205 calories left for the day. So then I get to enjoy like a 10-ounce glass of milk. And I have that milk like pretty much about 30 minutes or so before I go to bed, just to put something in my stomach. And it's always been a thing since I've done it from a little kid, always like an ice cold glass of milk before bed. So it keeps my stomach from ever getting upset. It gives me something to digest a little bit. It's fat, so it's long digesting. It's got a little bit of protein in it. It's delicious. So it'll either be that, or I do 8 ounces ground beef with an 1/8 cup dry or quarter cup cooked rice and a half of a single serving can of whole kernel sweet corn. And I'll eat that twice. And then the third meal for that day will be the chicken and rice with a little bit of barbecue sauce. So that is basically my diet for the most part. And the corn is nice because it's a simple carbohydrate with some fiber in it. The ground beef is fatty with a lot of protein, so it's slow digesting, makes you feel full for quite a while. And the corn, because it's sweet, helps me get through that like sugar, candy, like junk food cravings I have. So that's the current diet for the most part. And then once a week, I'll have my chicken and rice in the morning time, and then I'll go ahead and have the rest of my calories available to me to go ahead and do do something like a burger and fries from the restaurant down the street, or like a carne asada burrito, or I could go ahead and do like the sushi place, whatever. Like, it gives me that ability to once a week combine my second and third meal and have that as kind of like a treat, while still being able to maintain the calorie window I'm supposed to be in. Because I could either keep it in the calorie window or be just over it. And so it's a treat, yes, but it's not completely being out of the diet. It's not like, I'm having an extra 1,500 calories or something on top of my normal diet. So that's one thing too I've been able to look forward to and keep myself honest throughout the week. Is like, I know that I'm going to get that meal. I just have to get there. And it helps a lot with the boredom of the food and just other cravings. So that's the current diet that we're following. So it's effective for me. If you guys are having a hard time following a diet, try to maybe follow something like that. Because if you're accidentally binging and breaking your diet by a couple hundred calories a night, that adds up during the week, and then you're not losing anything. And so if you can keep yourself pretty strict for 6 days at a time, then have one meal into which you're 300 or 400 calories over on your daily calories for that day, perfect. Because that 300 or 400, you just kind of only erased one of your days of deficit. So you still have 5 other days that you're in that 300 to 500 caloric deficit range. So that there is, quarter, half pound a week. So you're going to be making that progress, if not even 3/4 of a pound. So you're going to be making that progress, into which if you're having, a couple hundred calories a night, you may not make no progress. So it's helped me for sure. But with that, guys, that's all today's rest day video is going to be, is the review of this week's weight increases and what the current diet is and what I've been maintaining. So, and it's working. So with that, I'll see you guys tomorrow for lagging body parts. And with that, make sure you're working toward your goals. Most of all, just don't be a lazy fuck.